The Pixel A series, a line of more affordable Pixel smartphones that often punch well above their price range weight in terms of overall experience and especially in the camera department. In 2024, Google have just launched the Google Pixel 8a, and as usual at this point, I have spent our hard-earned pocket money on a Google Pixel 8a to not only cover it here on the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channel, but also to use as one of my main devices. So here is the Google Pixel 8a in alloy, or aloe, as Google calls its green color this year. The Google Pixel 8a, as usual, comes in its simple packaging with a depiction of the device on the front, Google logo, Pixel 8a, Google logo on the left, Pixel 8a model number on the right, a few specs at the top and at the back, but very simple packaging, which, most importantly, is very accessible in terms of how it gets opened. So it has just these pull straps that easily open up the box, and then you can just put it down on the table, lift up the lid, and there you have it. Now, as we open the packaging, you can see that the Google Pixel 8a doesn't have much plastic packaging. They've cut down on it further this year. This little cardboard insert takes it out, and then it's a cardboard cover for the screen. We'll focus on the device in a moment. But what else is in the box? You have, in this case, a cable. This is a USB Type-C to USB Type-C cable, which is usable for fast charging the device. In terms of charging, the Google Pixel 8a takes 18 watt charge, as well as 7.5 watts for wireless charging. So again, this year, after last year, Google has wireless charging in the back of the 8a. There's also a USB Type-C to USB Type-A female adapter, so you can plug in another older smartphone to transfer your data over and switch to Google Pixel. This is particularly useful for those of you who have older fruity devices from Apple and want to get your data over. And then there's a little box here with a funky SIM ejector tool. It differs from the standard, being a little round one with a little pokey bit at the end. I'm quite fond of these. They fit quite well in my wallet without tending to bend. So handy one to have here. We'll be using that in our follow-up video to this one. Obviously this is the unboxing. We'll then be having a dedicated video to the setup. So there's a little safety, warranty and regulatory guide for Pixel 8a. It's a chunky one, and I'm pretty sure no one will ever read this. There is the Google card that just says, go to g.co/pixel/help for help, your switch to Pixel site, and extra details about protection. So the simplest of packagings, as you can see, there's little to no plastic whatsoever in here. This is all paper, and even the thing that keeps the cables together, it's not a cable tidy, it's not reusable, but it is made out of cardboard. So well done on the virtue signaling, Google. You're almost as green as this phone is. So here we go, Google Pixel 8a. First impressions, it has some heft to it, but it's not too heavy. In terms of the way it feels, it is quite nice. It's well balanced, and it comes in, according to the spec sheet, as 188 grams. Now, on the cardboard that it comes with, it has a little indicator that the SIM ejector tool should be used here to get your SIM tray out. You have your fingerprint scanner there, power at the bottom, volume up, volume down, and power button at the top. At the bottom, it's your power where you put your cable to charge the device. So I'm just going to pull on that, pull it off. There's a little bit of a rubberization of the paper there to protect the screen of the device. And as you can see, it's a simple slab smartphone. In terms of the hardware, we'll have a quick look through this. There's the now well-known visor, which is in its third year at Google. This is a visor with a couple of cameras on the back. Specifically, the main camera is a 64 megapixel one, and it also has a 13 megapixel ultra wide one. And those two lenses are in that visor, which is quite almost color matching to the body of the device. The alloy back is unapologetically plastic. It's plastic, it is matte finish, it's not very slippery, which is good, with a G for Google logo in the middle of it in a slightly darker tone of the same color. And the same with the top panel above the visor, there is, it's made out of plastic. The body itself is made out of metal, and the front is made out of Gorilla Glass. According to GSM Arena, this is Gorilla Glass 3. And as you can see, on the right-hand side of the device, you've got the power button above the volume rocker itself, volume up and volume down. At the bottom, we have the symmetrical bits for speakers and, most importantly, microphone. On the left-hand side, as we saw earlier, we've got the SIM tray, and at the top, there's just a little hole for the microphone. The design has changed. It feels different from last year's Google Pixel 7a. We will be doing a dedicated comparison video between the Google Pixel 8a and the Google Pixel 7a here on the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channel, so make sure you're subscribed and have that notification bell on for when we publish that. Right, let's just have a quick look at that OLED screen on the front. So this is 120 Hz Full HD Plus display. Is that turning on? Not yet. Oh yeah, here we go. So you can see it's 120 Hz. It does have some bezeling at the top, bottom and sides. It seems to be symmetrical. Little dot at the top cut out for that selfie camera, and it's nice and bright. Now, I say it's nice and bright. On paper, it's supposed to be improved from last year's Google Pixel 7a. The technical spec is that it's 2000 nits peak brightness. That's with HDR and all sorts of other fancy stuff going on. We'll cover that in the full review. And just feel and look is very pleasant. Anyway, we won't go ahead with the setup of this device. I don't plan on doing that just yet. We'll do that in a dedicated video, which we'll publish tomorrow. So there you go. That was the unboxing and quick walkthrough of the specs of the Google Pixel 8a. Little things I haven't mentioned is, for example, the storage on the device. The model I have has 128 gigabytes of storage and 8 gigabytes of RAM. It has a Google Tensor chip, specifically, in this case, the Google Tensor G3, which is built on a 4nm process. So the same chip that I have in my Google Pixel 8 Pro is in this one. So really impressive specs. We will be doing the full review, a first impressions video and so on. So as I said earlier, make sure you're subscribed and have that notification bell on for that, as well as all the other travel related content that we publish and all the consumer electronics, gadgets, accessories, mobile devices and fashion we think make the travel experience better. But I'll wrap this one up. Thanks for watching if you made it this far. And if you have any questions, if you'd like to know more, if you would like us to answer your questions in a future video, just leave a comment in the section below. But for now, thanks for watching and goodbye from me.